All right. Hello, this is Jason with Jazz Design Company, and I want to do this video and show you how to use the WYSIWYG editor in .NETNuke. First thing you'll do, I'll go back, is log in to your administration area of .NETNuke by finding the login link. It can either be located somewhere like here or in the footer. Sometimes it'll be, but it shouldn't be hard to find it someplace on the page. Click the login and enter your username and password. And log in. And I'm just going to go over today some basics of using .NETNuke. Really what you need to do to edit pages and do some basic things, upload images and that sort of thing. This happens to be a website that we did pro bono for a little girl in our community that has a leukemia, and so I just figured we'd use this to demonstrate. There is either a drop-down arrow, well, there's always a drop-down arrow like this that you can see, and you can always go to edit content, or sometimes down here underneath the module, which is what we call the places where that hold the text. You can click edit content and get to the content of this module. It's a text HTML module. And now you can see that we've added some images in here. And here's a text link. And if we wanted to go ahead and edit this link, we could highlight this text link and go to the Hyperlink Manager. You see these icons, they all have, if you mouse over them, a little description of what they do. The most used ones will be the Hyperlink Manager. When clicked, will open up a new window, and then you have the option to change the link that goes to, or do whatever you need to do in there. This is the link text that appears, and you can make some changes. This is generally, if I wanted to change like this, for example, doesn't need to be there. So I'm going to just delete that, click OK, and this now is changed. Now if I wanted to add some new text, then I could do it like that by just typing it. And if I wanted to make a hyperlink with this text, I could hit the Hyperlink Manager again, and now you'll see I have the option to type in a URL, hit OK, and now this is hyperlink text. The next thing that comes up a lot that people like to do is upload images or change their images. So what we'll do, I'll just put my cursor anywhere where I want the image to be. So I want to put it next to this image, and I'll go up here to this icon, the image manager icon. Looks like a mountain with the sun above it. Click that, which opens up another window, and we will have the opportunity to either choose an image that already exists on the server and edit its properties. If you need to change the size of the image, you can do it in here. I suggest you do click on this little chain so that the constraint proportions remain the same, so that, for example, if I want to change that from 120 to 100, you'll see that the width changed to 100 and the height changed to 50 because I had this constraint proportion checked. If you don't do that, then it'll become a distorted image. If you need to stretch it for some reason, you could undo that. And then if you were to click that, you would see that the image appears there. So that's how to add an existing image that's on the server. If you wanted to upload an image that did not exist on the server, then you would click the same icon, image manager icon, and up here at the top there's an upload icon where you have the opportunity then to select an image from your computer. And I will try to find one here quick. Anyway, I selected a file. It's not an image, but after you would select that, you would go ahead and hit upload, and then that would be able to be uploaded to the server. If you're uploading an image that is the same name as an image already on the server, you have to click this overwrite if file exists, otherwise it won't upload it. And you can upload numerous files at the same time by clicking this add. If you have to upload, say, 5 different pictures and you don't want to do it over and over, you can use that feature, which is pretty nice. Alright, so if you can't find your image in here, you do need to toggle through the pages because it doesn't list them all. So you'll look for the image that you uploaded after you uploaded it, and then click on it, and then, like I said, you can change its size. You can add alt text, which is the text that appears when you mouse over an image. You can put a description in there of the image if you'd like, and if you want to add margins to that, you can do it in here too. Alright, I'm going to cancel out of there. And now if you need to delete the image, you could also always just select the image and hit delete. Now I'll add a little text here, and then I'll show you about the different formatting options that exist. If you've used Word before, it's very similar to that. So I just typed, this is new text, and I want to make that bold. Simply click bold. If you want to right justify it, you can do that. Now it just, there it is. Left justify, strike through, and up here you have some different styles that are available that you can use. Just remember, always highlight the text that you are trying to edit. If you want to change the size of it, you would do that like that. And that's the basics there. The other neat thing you can do is create a table. You see that this is actually a table that holds these images. If you want to add a new table, this is the icon you would click to do that. And it's just like Word, where you would select the number of rows and columns that you need. Click that, and then you can type text in each one, or add images, or do whatever you like. The other interesting feature about this WYSIWYG editor, and by the way, WYSIWYG stands for what you see is what you get, is that if you right click on the table, for example, or you right click on an image, you often have the editor options come up. Like you could go to the image properties or image map editor here if you were you need to add an image map, which I'll show you how to do in a second. But this if you right click it, you can see how you have the opportunity to go to the table properties, and then you can adjust the dimensions, the width and height of the table, the spacing in there, and a lot of different features depending on what you need to do. I'll go back to an image map editor, which is a new feature in this WYSIWYG editor. Image map is something that you can add to an existing image, and then you can make it a hyperlink. So if you just wanted one of these letters in this image to be a hyperlink, you could add it like this, come over here and type in the link you want that part of that image to go to when it's clicked on, and hit OK, and now that will be hyperlinked once you save this. Okay, so now if we were finished editing all of this, then you would simply click save here, or if you'd like to preview it, you have that option too. I'm going to click cancel because I'm not going to save these. If you do click save, it is real time. Whatever you have done in there will save it, and you'll be able to see it immediately. So just make sure it looks okay and everything looks good, and go ahead and click save, and that should do it. I will go over one more thing here in this module, and that's how to add a module to the page. In this version of DotNetNuke, the HTML module is the default one in here. So you simply keep it like that, or if you're looking for a different type of a module, you would select it from the list. You probably don't need to worry about most of those modules in there because we would have set those up for you most likely. And then you select the modules you want to use, and then select the pane or the area of the page that you want that module to appear in. So I will go ahead and put this in the content pane and hit add module so you can see what it does. So down here at the bottom of the page, this is what I did. I added this module here. I can go ahead and, like before, hit edit content and go in and add some text to that or whatever I would need to do. I don't need that module, so I'm going to cancel out of that, and I'll show you how to delete a module. Scroll down here, and in the drop down you'll see that there's an option to delete. It'll ask you if you really want to delete that. I do, so I hit OK, and then the page will refresh, and it won't be there anymore. Okay, well, that is a brief overview of how to use the WYSIWYG editor in DotNetNuke, the 5.x version, and I hope it helped you out. Have a nice day.